All right, moving with the Middle East news, you have Saudi Aramco. That's this headline by Fox Business News. Saudi Aramco strikes deal with the Asia's richest man, that is Reliance Industries. The acquisition, it seems, is worth $15 billion, including debt, not death, which was the second biggest one for Aramco, which has made this year. The reason is Saudi is, looking at investments whereby they can not only affirm their position as a global leader for things that really matter, especially oil. Now, ever since MBS took over, he has tried to make a lot of changes, vision, 2030, which I don't think is actually working out. Then, strengthening his relationship with the United States, which of course he has to. So, for US, anyone who purchases stuff or invests money is welcome, is their friend, even if they have a criminal record. So with MBS, they don't, Donald Trump and the government closes eyes for everything else. And now you have Saudi investing in so many other countries, so many other places, including India, with Reliance Industries. $15 billion is not small. They also, in March, acquired a 70% stake in Saudi Basic Industries Corporation for $69 billion US. So a lot of money being thrown out here. Aramco hopes to reach a capacity of 10 million barrels a day, whereby they hope, they can eclipse all other countries, including their enemies, that is Iran. Speaking of Iran, you have Iran with Hassan Rouhani, who says he warns that a war with Iran is going to be the mother of all wars. Personally speaking, I don't think anyone has the guts or the capacity to get into war, because if it does go into another war, or let's say, like people always like to predict doomsday, third world war, one nuclear bomb, just one, is enough to destroy our planet. And I don't think anyone wants that. Okay, so they're just going to play around with the tension. They're going to play around with all these small little gimmicks here and there, just to make sure that the ball is running, fear is created, and the economy is run. Okay, still sticking with the Saudi theme, you have Saudi, which I find this very cartoonish, because Saudi has launched a media prize. Especially after Saudi doesn't seem to have a good reputation, given the fact that it murdered a journalist, Khashoggi, which was all over the world, and everyone's talking about it, which nobody's doing anything about it anyway. So after murdering the Saudi Saudi-based journalist who was, writing for Washington Post, I think that is, Saudi Journalists Association has said that we are sponsoring a media award ceremony. The forum is titled Media Industries, Opportunities and Challenges for Media Reporting. And they want to boost Saudi's reputation. According to the director of the association, Khalid al-Malik, he says, the forum seeks to cement, I don't know whether to laugh or cry, cement Saudi's name as the Arab media capital of the world to boost Saudi's reputation. And internationally, Saudi is ranked 172 out of 172 with on the Reporters Without Borders Freedom Index. That is, the lower you are, the worse it is. And ever since, it seems, MBS's appointment in June of 2017, the crackdown against journalists, independent journalists, dissidents, media personalities has tripled. So I don't know how, on one hand, you are killing journalists, you're jailing journalists, you are scaring journalists. On the other hand, you are trying to give awards. So what bullshit is this? Speaking of bullshit, you have Dubai Group, which plans to open a beach club in Saudi. Remember that they were planning to have this halal nightclub, which was a nightclub which would be with the values of Islam, which Islam is like you wear abaya and you pray to Allah, and nightclub is you do Allah gula. So I find it so funny. Halal dance bar. So what are you going to have? Females with abaya doing their boogie, So in Dubai Hospitality Group AdMind tried to open a white uh, nightclub. So, but it faced a massive backlash from our holy poly Muslim community, because one side you have Mecca, Medina, which is supposed to be, God forgive me, and nightclub. Then you have shisha smoke and drink alcohol or drink juice and do the, halal dance, halal bar or whatever. Okay, so Dubai Hospitality Group now plans to open beach club. I just, I'm just trying to visualize. You have people going to the beach in the heat. What are they going to wear? A burqa and then go and swim? Or are you going to have a covered area of the beach where women only can go and swim and men only? So I don't know what they plan to do. However, it looks like Mr. Gonzalez, who is the main guy of this Dubai Hospitality Group. I'll give you his name. Antonio Gonzalez, CEO, with CEO Nazih Hafez and Sergey Dufont. I got that name right. Dufoni. Okay. So they're planning homegrown concepts with dining, fine dining and nightlife. They're planning to build futuristic outlets in the futuristic $500 billion neon city in Jeddah. 500 billion in the future. So sometimes I feel they just have these headlines for the sake of having headlines. Talking about headlines, you have 5,000 workers who had a strike in Qatar. I got this sent to me by someone, I don't know, anonymous. They sent me a Twitter link from Sky News Arabia, so it must be authentic, of people conducting a strike. I don't know, it was just a video. So I really do not know if there was a strike. If anyone is from that place, please let me know. 5,000 workers in Qatar. And you also have Arab News that reported on August 10th that you had 5,000 workers complaining about wages, overtime pay, inadequate housing, and also other things like, better living conditions. As you know, they are all under the kafala system, which is you're under the employer like a slave. And you just don't have any rights. Even if you want to leave the country, unless your owner or your arbab or your boss says yes, you can't leave the country. So I don't know how many of you would want a lifestyle like that. Okay, then this is news for people. The next one, this news is for people who especially go to the Middle East and think, oh, Middle East is my home and this is my new home, make money easy, get money easy. Well, let this news ring in your ears. We have three of them. One is a British national was detained in Oman. This is from skynews.com. British man, 41-year-old Les Bragg from Portsmouth, was flying back to the UK from the Philippines when he found a connecting flight, which in Oman, it got delayed. So he showed them the British hospitality of displaying anger. And when they get angry, they say, fuck you, you bloody wanker and wanky and, all British bad words, you bollocks and blah, 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 blah. So he thought he was in the UK where he can do whatever shit he likes. However, in Arab land, where you have Oman and Alob, they decided, we will teach him. What do you think? We camel? Oh, we will show you. Allah. And they put him in jail. Now, thanks to his belief that he can express his anger, he is wonderfully jailed. And his friend Laura Weston has now started a funding effort to pay his £22,000 illegal bill. So I'm pretty sure Mr. Les Bragg will be very cool, calm, composed this time if he's delayed at the airport. Well, sadly, he has been delayed for a month now. And he has shared a sad story. I had to take care of my disabled mother and grandmother. That is why I got angry. Oh, this is so sad. His mother and grandmother. So that's why he got angry. Okay, that's why he got arrested. Well, after you pay your £22,000, you'll be free and then you can go on time to UK. Just, I'll tell you why I laughed. I'll tell you. You might be thinking, Lloyd, how dare you laugh when his mama is sick and his grandmama is sick? I'll tell you why. Just keep that thought here. Here, I will tell you. Because the next news in Qatar, which is another modern country, you have news.com.au and dailymail.co.uk. British Australian man. British Australian. Once again, our Western Farangs are Western people. He believed he was going to Qatar to have a modern life where he can buy his Range Rover from buying the small car that he had in UK. So he took up a job as an IT manager, in Qatar 2012. He was living the dream, making big money. When suddenly he decided, I want to leave this country, and he forgot that he took a credit card from a bank. He gave them a blank check, which you're supposed to give in the foreign country, which is illegal in the Middle East. But if you want a credit card, you give a blank check and then you spend. You can spend as much money you like. So he spent as much money. However, he forgot he had to pay the money back. He thought this is free money. So he forgot to pay, and it seems that he tried to negotiate with the bank, but the bank said, no, you pay the full amount plus the excellent interest that we charge. We charge great interest for your interest. And he said, fuck you. He didn't say fuck you. He just thought, I'm smart. I'll just run away. He ran away. But he got caught in the airport of Paraguay. He got caught there. Once he got caught, they put him in jail. And now he's suffering. He's suffering. And then he told the people, my mother was sick. My mom, that example which I gave. My mama is sick. That is why I want to go home to meet my mummy. That's why I didn't pay the money. I didn't pay your money because my mummy is sick. I want to go home. But Qatar said, sorry, you first pay the money, then you can go home. And how they caught him is thanks to Interpol, which is a global watchdoggy. They issued a red notice. If they issue this color notice, then you're wanted. So our friend Mr. Alan Stevenson, he got caught by Interpol and in Paraguay, and now he's going to go back to Qatar to visit the sun, the freedom, the tax-free money. And when he pays the money to the card, then he can go visit his mummy. Mummy's sick. Okay, so remember this mummy story because we have another incident. Okay, we have only two incidents. See, here's the thing. When people get caught committing a crime, then they say, my wife is sick, my dog is sick, my mummy is sick, everybody is sick. I want to go. And people who read the story, oh, poor baby. He wants to go meet his mummy, his grandmother, his dog, his cat. Westerners, people live in the West, any dog, cat, oh, poor dog, poor cat, poor cow, poor fish, eat vegetable. Poor plant, don't eat plant, also eat air. Yeah, so everything is poor. However, they forget that there's another side to the argument. See, you take money for free. Nothing comes for free, my friend. You live a good life. You have the Range Rover. You have an expensive life. You fuck all the women in bars, go to prostitutes. You do all that shit. Smoke, drink, drugs, live life like a fucking king. Have an attitude like a fucking prick. But then when your ass gets bamboozled, my mummy, my grandmother, No, it doesn't work that way. So, very simple. Don't mind you're an asshole. Don't mind you're a good guy. You take fucking money, you pay the money back, then get on with your fucking life. And when you go to any foreign country, don't think you have the same rights like you have in a country. Like in UK, you can abuse the cops, give bad words, show the middle finger, whatever. Middle, you go to Middle East, you do all this shit, you'll get fucked. It's like, these, some of these football hooligans in UK, you can damage cars, jump over cars, ransack property, you can destroy property. Police will, read out your rights and respectfully put you in prison. Some football hooligans went to Russia, and after the football match, they thought they could destroy cars, damage cars and all that. The cops fucked them up royally. They beat them, they broke their fucking hands and legs, And it's good, because next time they'll learn their fucking lesson. Don't fuck around, Go to another country, respect their fucking country. So for me, it's very simple. You can give your sob stories, mummy's sick, daddy's sick, grandma's sick, cancer and all that. You take fucking money, pay the fucking money back, then get the fuck out and do whatever the fuck you want, I deal with so many of these people who, they'll give you sob stories to get free money, to get a free ticket. No. You have a responsibility to make sure that what you took, paid back, then get on with your fucking sob stories and your fucking life. These are my views. Let me know what you fucking think.